All right, what's up everybody? So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how you can get the best, cleanest possible sounding audio out of the Neve 1073, or if you're like myself and you don't have the actual Neve 1073, a Neve 1073 clone. Stick around guys, by the end of the video, I'm going to be sharing a personal tip of mine that has really helped me out with getting very good audio, and it is not specific to the Neve 1073. You can use this tip with just about any setup out there. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. All right guys, let's break down the settings that I use on my 1073 clone. For all you that are wondering which one I am using, it is the Neve 1073 clone by Heritage Audio. I believe it's the HA73. I've been using this thing now for about a month and I've been really happy with the results that I have been getting from it. Now I'm going to be using my HA73 as the example for this video, but of course there are other types of clones out there that model the 1073, so just take what I am saying and apply this to your clone that you are using, or if you are using the actual Neve 1073. The first thing you're going to notice on the 1073 is the red gain knob. I would highly suggest that you don't go above 45 when you are using that. I find that going above 45 starts to add a little bit of distortion, and it just overall doesn't sound as clean as if you were to stick with 45 or below. Now I found that the sweet spot personally on the 1073 is right at 35 and 40. If I'm recording something that is a little bit louder, say a vocal for a track, I would set my gain at 35, and if I'm doing something that is a little bit more soft spoken, such as the voiceover for this video, I would set the gain at 40. Now you might find a switch on your clone that says low Z. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but personally I usually just keep that turned off. I don't really like the way that it adds coloration to my vocal, so typically I would just leave this turned off. Now the last important knob on the 1073 is the output, and this is essentially just a trim for your gain. Now an example of why you might need to use the output knob, say you're recording something that is too quiet for 35 but too loud for 40, you would set your gain to 40 and then use the output to trim the gain until it is right at the level that you need it to be at. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Now what I have found in the case of the audio that I record for these videos, if I leave my gain right at 40 and I leave my output maxed out all the way, it puts me right exactly where I need to be at, right around -26 to -23 LUFS short term. If you guys haven't seen that video that I did on properly setting your microphone levels, check the description. I will link that video so you guys can go back and watch that. It is pretty important if you want to get the most out of your microphone and your preamp and really your overall setup. So I would suggest, if you haven't seen that, watch that video. And that is pretty much how you use the Neve 1073. The reason why it is such a great beginner's preamp is that it is very simple. You really only have two main knobs on the preamp that are actually important: your gain and your output trim. That's pretty much why I recommend 1073 style preamps to anyone who is just getting started. But even then, you don't have to be a beginner to get a 1073. 1073s just sound amazing, and personally I have actually found myself enjoying the sound of the 1073 more than my Avalon preamp. Alright guys, and if you remember what I had said in the beginning of the video, I do want to share a quick tip with you that will help you get the most out of your Neve 1073, or really just your microphone in general. You don't even need to have the Neve 1073 in order to use this. This is something that will just increase the quality of your recording. I would highly recommend that if you're going to use the Neve 1073, or at least a clone of the 1073, invest in a good tube compressor. The one that I would recommend is the KT2A. That is something that just stacks up and pairs very, very nicely with the 1073. Like I said, I'm using the HA73, and this thing combined with the KT2A is a match made in heaven. It really does help you get the most out of your preamp. It just sounds amazing running this FET preamp into a tube compressor. So you get the best of both worlds when you use this combination together. 100% of the time, whenever I am recording, I am always going to route my audio through the KT2A at some point, whether that be directly from the preamp to that or from the DAW to the KT2A. I always end up using the KT2A. There's never a session that I am in that I am not using the KT2A. Again, it adds a characteristic to the recording that is unmatchable. You just cannot get it out of a plugin. And I'm telling you right now, if you combine a FET preamp with a tube compressor, again, it's a match made in heaven. It is unbelievable the quality that you can get from it. And what I would recommend, this is what I have been using, and I am just in love with the results. Using the HA73 or whatever clone you may have, run that into the KT2A. All right, guys, and that is gonna wrap it up. If you have any questions or anything to say, go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below. If you found the video helpful, please be sure to give it a like. And if you haven't already yet, subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can stay notified when I release all my videos. With all that being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Take care, everybody. Peace out.